Welcome to this special, I want to call it impromptu, even though we've been planning it for about a week, but it's kind of off the cuff a little bit. We're just excited about a new event. And I'm just making sure that all systems are go. So bear with me just for a minute. Hello to those who are joining us. And looks like we have 4 people who have joined. We're going to talk about a new AAPC event in just a minute. So thanks for being with us. And I'm going to share this broadcast in the AAPC Facebook group. So bear with me just for a minute. I have my friends from the national office, 2 of my friends from the national office. I only have 2 friends there, and these are them. Brian Van Norman and Michelle Miller. Hey, guys.
Hi, Aapc, Alex.
Yes. I'm so honored to have you guys join me today.
Thanks for having me.
We're excited to be here.
Hey, before we talk about the event, let's let the members get to know you a little bit. I know if you've been to a more recent AAPC live event like Denver or maybe even Charleston, they may have seen you there. Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself and what your role is at AAPC.
Sure, great too. I actually joined AAPC last November, so coming up on a year this fall. And my opportunity is really work with our membership. So serving as the executive director for membership, our local chapters, and then our meetings and events. So really focused on just member engagement opportunities.
Okay. We're excited to have you here, Brian. You're a pleasure to work with. So are you, Michelle.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. And, Michelle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I was hired October 4th of last year. So I just passed my year mark, and I do the events and advertising. So for those of you who attend HealthCon, the exhibitors that you love and meet with, I am responsible for lining them up as well as advertising for aapc.com.
Awesome. And we have a few members who have joined us right now. Dee Dee Henderson from Menifee, California. I have never heard of Menifee, California. So
Brian,
Dee Dee,
have you lived there?
I have not. I've lived around the country, but never been to California. So it's a new one.
No, I'm gonna have to look that up on the map after the call. We've got Malik Mashinda. Hello, Malik. Good. Thanks for being with us. Sean Za. Oh boy, some of these names are tongue twisters, and I apologize. Sean Naz. Elizabeth from Arizona. Hi, Elizabeth. We have some new faces that I haven't seen on AAPC Social Hour joining us. Sylvia from Texas, Christy Pryor. I know Christy from Tampa. Christy, hopefully you and your family, are safe after the hurricane and that your home's all right. Anna Jean Bradley in Salt Lake. I'm just outside Salt Lake. Michelle, where are you at? Are you in Utah?
Yeah, I am. I'm in Utah County.
Okay, all right. And then Brian is in the Midwest.
I am in Kansas City, but you're checking off the list. I used to live in Texas and I lived in Tampa. So you're checking off everybody for me.
Well, let's just start this thing. Let's talk about this new event. Brian, will you tell us a little bit about what we have going on?
Sure. So we're excited. On October 27th, we're going to have our first AAPC virtual career fair. And this is all about our members. We want to continue to find opportunities to increase the value for our members and their membership. And so we know, there are many members who are looking for that first time position, perhaps recently certified, maybe members who've had, 5-10 years experience and just looking for new opportunities. So in this world that we're in virtual capacity, we're just excited that we're going to be able to bring our members and employers, and Michelle can talk about the employers and positions we have, and bring them together for this unique event. And again, it really is about just bringing these opportunities. Our employers are excited to find people who are certified to fill these positions. And we're just excited to have the opportunity to help our members. Along with the career fair itself, we're going to have resources available. So through our National Advisory Board, Career Development Committee, they're going to have a booth there as well. And so they're going to be on hand to talk to members about, resources, tools out there to help them through, through interviews, We've got a resume provider who's also a partner with us to talk about that, about opportunities to review your resume, critique, resumes, review it, write them again. So it's just an opportunity to really look at everything career development. And we really want to focus on just being a partner to our members in their career development journey.
Awesome. Brian, is this a free event?
It is. Good point. So yes, this is free to our members. And we, again, really just want to focus on our members having the opportunity to engage and be a part of this event. So no cost. There's a very simple registration process that's through online where you just provide some basic information. It's going to be definitely helpful to have your resume, and that's something that you can preload up into your account. And so that way employers will be able to see that information the day of the event itself.
Okay. And would you recommend this for veteran coders looking for new jobs or students seeking their first position? Where does this fit into someone's career?
Sure, and it's exciting. Again, Michelle has got more details, but we're seeing recruiters who are from all levels. We have a number of recruiters who are looking for those CPC-As, people getting started in their coding journey. We've got employers who are looking for very specialized credentials with number of years of experience. So this truly is a member event for all of our members. And again, we just want to have the opportunity to bring the recruiters, our members together, and give them that opportunity to connect.
Michelle, tell us about some of these recruiters who will be attending and what we can expect from them.
So when Brian approached me with this in Denver, that's the first time I remember hearing about it. I was like, all right, sounds interesting. And then when we actually started doing it, I was like, this is something, an entirely different beast. So I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to find enough positions to fill the demand, and it's been exactly the opposite. The employers that I've been reaching out to and speaking with are so excited about this. And just to name the employers who have signed up with us thus far, which there are more coming, we've got Equity Solutions, we've got Cotivity, we've got CSI companies, Guidehouse, Change Healthcare, United Health Group, Optum, the Coding Network, Aston Carter, and more are coming. And between just those few employers that I have listed off, they have over 2,000 active positions for specifically coding, billing, any credential AAPC offers. Those jobs are there. And, Alex, you'd mentioned entry level or apprenticeship positions, and that's something that we were also worried about, because I hear from new CPCs, that they are having a difficult time finding a job. And CSI companies, for instance, has several hundred, if not over 1,000 positions specifically for CPC-As. So there's going to be something for everyone at this career fair.
Okay. Kelly Kurzman asks in the chat, when registering and picking categories, which one would you choose for coding? And then can we just maybe talk about the experience categories and where we are with that?
Let's not. No, just kidding.
Oh, thanks. We're done.
Brian, can I take this one?
Yeah, go ahead. Please take it, Michelle.
So we feel you. We feel you. We have been working with the platform host Premier Virtual since this is so niche, the coding world. It wasn't exactly built to do this type of a job fair, but they are working on getting those positions added to their platform. It's currently in testing and will be available shortly. So you'll be able to go in and say, add auditor, documentation, risk adjustment, those types of things that are more relevant to what you're doing currently versus I worked at a gas station, right?
And I think just to add to that, like I said, Alex, we're excited. This is our first career event. And working with this vendor that has the platform, as Michelle said, it's been designed to be more of a kind of a general career fair opportunity. And we really are specialized, in our niche, and they're working with us. So as Michelle said, we will have some of that functionality added, and we'll go back to those who have already registered and let them know they can now go back into the system and kind of add to their skills and their experience. That's going to be really, focused on our area of, billing, coding, auditing, and compliance.
Annie Jean Bradley says in the comments, I've applied to CSI so many times and they always come back and say, and not enough experience. Is COCA or COCA is being overshadowed by those with 2, 3, or 4 year veterans? If this works for CPC-A, she feels like this could be a huge game changer. I think so too.
We agree.
We're
Absolutely.
excited. Like I said, we really are, and we're excited to see that these openings are out there for the CPC-As. And again, it gives you an easy platform. And I think it's also important that that date is important, the 27th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern. But if someone is not able to be there physically during that time frame, we still encourage you to register, still drop off your resume, and that way the employers can still have access to your resume information. But it's going to be so important to have that opportunity to be there the day of, because it really will be live conversations just like this. The employers themselves through the platform can review resumes, can have an opportunity to chat in general with people, or try to assign actual specific interview times assigned to them, or follow up to schedule interviews after the day of the actual career fair itself.
Okay. How many people are we allowing in this event, or are we allowing all 220,000 members plus, or how many ever members we have?
I will share right now, we have left it unlimited. We will continue to look at the numbers. We've had a great response so far. We've opened this up just a few days ago, and we're getting closer to 1,000 of our members who've actually signed up for the event itself. And so again, we're just going to continue to promote it and really focus on those openings that we know are out there. And we're going to be doing targeted messaging to our members who have those credentials. But right now it's left open. We will decide if we need to cap it. We will definitely make that announcement so that people can get in and before that time occurs.
Okay, thank you, Brian. I have dropped the registration link into the comments. So if you're interested, click that link, and I think there's a little bit more information and the registration information for this free event. What can an attendee expect? Because this is virtual, and it could be difficult to wrap your head around how this would operate. Can you give us a little insight of how this might look?
Sure. Again, we're excited. We'll have the booths, we'll have information. As we said, it's really about you, our members, connecting with these potential employers. So I say, treat this like this is an in-person interview. So, everything from the dress professionally, having your resume on file, making sure they have that information. What will happen is you'll have a chance to stop by and to visit the booths, to just chat with booth representatives. And the booth representatives have the same. They have the opportunity to then schedule interviews or conversations with candidates that they see that match up with their credentials and the experience that they're looking for. So the other key thing is definitely on that, when you're filling out your application or your background, make sure that you check off all those experiences that apply, because that will be information these employers have when they're screening candidates.
Okay, all right. Any thoughts or anything that we may have missed so far, Michelle?
I
Think we're good?
I mean, the employers that I've been working with are just as frustrated by the hiring process through Indeed and LinkedIn. And so to allow this direct access between the job seeker and the employer, I think is going to be hugely beneficial to both parties. And they really are excited to meet all of you. And best case scenario is we fill all their jobs for them, because there's not a deficit, that's for sure.
Well, I have two things here. So Gabriel Juarez says, I've had people email me on helping them spread the word on their current job openings and posting them on our social media, or letting chapter members know. Is there information I can forward to them so they are able to reach out? So I think what she's saying is those prospective recruiters, if they are interested in attending this event and having a booth and having a presence, how do we get them involved?
If they are employers, they can come to me Alex, if you want to drop my email in the chat.
Okay, I can do that. So we have that, and then I see some others kind of with similar comments. Colleen Colbeck says, I currently work for a equity solutions, and it is a great company. So happy this came together. And Colleen, that company, Equity, I hope I'm saying that right, but they may want to have a presence at this event. And if you're interested in that, you can pass on this information. I will put Michelle's information in the comments here.
Would it be helpful if I put together a PDF or something and sent to you, Alex?
That would be fantastic. You put that together. And if you're interested, or your company may be interested, feel free to shoot me a direct message on the AAPC Alex Facebook account, or you can reach me in the group, and then I can get that PDF over to you. But in the meantime, I am going to put Michelle's email in the comments.
Don't email me your resume. I will be of no help to you.
Oh boy. Hey, Brian, I'm curious. So what led to this? And I mean, you've been here a year. Did you see an opportunity, and or had this been on the back burner APC for some time? Tell us how this all came together.
Sure. It's a great opportunity. Again, we have that market that these employers are looking for. So this was something that I kind of came into last fall and had suggested, have we ever, as AAPC, ever looked at doing a virtual career fair? And so, opportunities opened up to be able to explore this. And so we're just excited, but I really do think it's helping to meet the need of our members. We know that there are members out there who are, again, recently certified, looking for those opportunities, members who have experience looking for the same opportunities. As Michelle said, there's a lot of various opportunities online, but this is really bringing the qualified candidates with qualified job leads and bringing them together. And so I just really look at it as an opportunity to further our member value to our members. And that's what this is all about, is just supporting and helping our members.
Okay. I am dropping in a link for exhibitors or potential exhibitors. This is going into the comments right now. Our friend Tracy has our back. She's watching, and
that's
great.
Sure
we get
Thanks,
all
Tracy.
this in there. Yeah.
And I will share also, this is, I said, our first opportunity. So we really hope to have a strong member engagement. That'll give us good indication. This is something that our members are interested in. This is something that we can continue to look as providing opportunity and value, and look at the future and what all this could hold. We know that this is just our starting point. As Michelle said, we've got the resume review services. We're going to have our career group from the National Advisory Board that'll be there to answer questions. And that's what we want this to be about, is just really providing the need of our members, answering their questions, providing guidance, resources. Everyone has been in the same journey of looking for those positions. And so we just want to be that guide and that resource.
Okay, awesome. Tammy Fitzgerald has a great question. She says, I, along with several classmates, are scheduled to take the CPC exam in early November, so just after the event. How can we approach the recruiters? Our resumes won't show CPC-A quite yet. Any thoughts on how someone may handle that, Michelle?
Sure.
And Brian?
I think, it's just showing your willingness and excitement to take part in this career fair. Shows that you are, committed and dedicated while you're sitting for the certification exam coming up in a couple of weeks. Being very clear and honest with that, but saying, showing your background, your experience, your resume, and then letting them know that you're sitting for that exam. I would even put that maybe in your resume, scheduled to sit for the CPC exam, November, December, whatever time frame. That way they know that, yes, you're a candidate here in a few weeks, hopefully will sit for the exam, be successful, and then would be meeting their qualifications they're looking for.
Yeah, even if you don't have your certification yet, these companies have large pipelines, and there are always more jobs coming online, for instance, in January. So if you're going to get credentialed, you're going to in November, then, it might be worth stopping by and speaking with these exhibitors, these companies, and letting them know, just so they know when those jobs become available in January to give you a call.
Thank you, Michelle. There's a great question from Christy Pryor in the comments. She says, if you're contracted or a contractor through an employer that will be attending the event, but you're wanting to try and get a full-time job with them, can you speak with them at this time as well?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I mean, and again, your resume is going to show that if you're contracting with them, with that company, they're going to be able to see that note. But yes, by all means, we encourage you to participate and take part in the career fair.
It seems like someone in that position might have a leg up.
Right, exactly.
You know, just they already have a relationship with that employer. Dee Dee Henderson says, what if you want to gain experience in another field like pro-fee versus risk adjustment? So we have someone who may be already working in one of the verticals in the business of healthcare. They want to switch paths. Is this a good place to explore those options?
Definitely.
The employer, and again, stop by the career booth, as I mentioned, because we're going to have members of our committee that are going to be there who've gone through this themselves, who can answer the questions about how they went through their journey, help kind of guide you, answer those questions. So definitely encourage you to be there.
Victoria Ballard asks, how do we edit what we filled out, like adding a resume after signing up? So this is more an administrative question for the registration. Any thoughts on her question?
And she's, I guess, looking to add a resume. I think you go back into your profile and add a resume back in. So I don't know if it's that specifically, or if you wanted to edit the resume you have actually submitted. So if she wants to reach out to us, we can definitely work through her to kind of answer her question.
Yeah, will you send Natalie? Is that?
Oh, I've got to go back. Oh, Victoria Ballard.
Victoria, will you send an email to careerfair@aapc.com with that question?
Gabriela Juarez, who she is a member, I think she's a member of the Salt Lake chapter, but she says this is nice because there's no AI screening resumes. You get direct access, and that's something, you know, we've all seen you struggle with. You submit your resume, it doesn't have the exact keywords that AI may be looking for to pass it on, but this, we don't deal with that with this.
Precisely. This is the equivalent, the boomer equivalent of walking into the HR office and handing them your resume.
That's a great way to put it. All right, Christina Lorenzo says she's from Florida and she just filled out her registration. We hope many more of you will do the same. As we wrap this up, we wanted this to be brief. And Brenda just came in as well. What jobs are open? How can I find out anything? Brenda, if you go through the links in the comments, there are links to information about the career fair. Also, as soon as we're done recording, you can, or we're done with this presentation, you can go in the Facebook group or the AAPC Facebook page and rewatch this. It will give you all the details you need. But this is for anybody, student to veteran coder, who's looking for a position or a new position to help them along in their career. Something new that we've never done before, and we are super excited about it. Brian, as we wrap up, would you just give us the dates, times, and any logistical information the viewers may need?
Definitely. Again, October 27th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern time. The key is to complete that registration link that Alex has dropped. That will get you registered for the event, walk you through the process of, completing your resume, submitting your resume, giving you some helpful hints. We'll also send reminders out. Both the platform itself will send you reminders, and then AAPC will send reminders to all those who have registered for the event. Again, it's free of charge. This really is a member value that we just want to say we want to be there to be a partner with our members, and we're just glad to be able to bring this opportunity forward to them.
Awesome. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Michelle. You guys stay on with me. Everybody else, if you have further questions, you can find Michelle Miller's email in the comments. You can email me directly on Facebook or message me directly on Facebook, and I can pass that on to the team. I think, well, I'm going to beat this drum, Brian and Michelle, in social hour next week and share a little bit more information about it there. You guys just give me a heads up that if we are getting close to a registration cutoff, if we maybe we're starting to max out, just let me know, and I can spread that information on to our members.
Great, we'll do.
Okay, thank you everybody for joining us, and we will check in with you later. See you, everybody.
Great. See you October 27th.
Happy job hunting.